Hi, hello, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of The Crafting Coach. My name is Megan Rosendahl. I am the Crafting Coach, and this week we are going to get into the Easter spirit. There are a ton of different ways to dye Easter eggs, but I'm guessing that you've never tried this method before. This week I'm going to show you how to dye your eggs using men's ties. The ties have to be 100% silk for this to work, but if you can get your hands on some, the results are amazing. So here's what you'll need for this week's project. Eggs. 100% silk ties. Check your local thrift stores. I got these at Roncalli Nearly New for 50 cents each. A scissors and some string. You'll also need vinegar, a crucial step in our process, and a large pot of water. It's actually pretty easy to tell if a tie is 100% silk or not because it should say right on the tag. One tie will be enough to cover 2 eggs, so plan accordingly. Also, if you're going to borrow your dad's ties, be sure to check with him first because he won't be able to wear these again after we're done with them. Begin by opening up the ties by removing the stitching up the middle. If there is some sort of liner inside them, remove that and set it to the side. I'm not going to save any colored liners, but I am going to save any liners that are white or cream. You'll see why here in a little bit. Next, grab an egg and wrap a chunk of the tie around the egg as snugly as possible. Be sure that the front of the tie is what's facing the egg. Cut off the excess tie to use for your next egg and tie off one end of the tie with a bit of string so it's nice and secure. The next step is something that I came up with, and that's to wrap some more string around the entire egg. I do this so I know that the silk tie is completely butted up against the egg on all sides. If you're wrapping your eggs and your silk doesn't want to cooperate, don't be afraid to wet the silk before wrapping the egg so it's easier to work with. After your eggs are wrapped in the silk ties, they need to be wrapped again in a clean white cotton. If you have the white liner from the ties, this will work perfectly. Otherwise, just use a pillowcase or a t-shirt. This piece will just ensure that your silk stays in place, and you'll want to use white or cream so the colors don't bleed. Now we're ready to get the eggs in the water. Place your eggs in a large pot and fill the water so the eggs are all submerged. Then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of vinegar. Bring the water to a boil, turn the heat down, and let the eggs simmer for at least 20 to 30 minutes. When the eggs are done, remove them from the water and let them cool. Don't untie them just yet. Wait until they are fully cooled down. If you do have impatient kids waiting, you can set the eggs in a bowl of cold water and they should be cooled in about 10 minutes. Then carefully unwrap the eggs and admire your creations. I am completely stunned by how awesome these eggs turned out. I love the ones that have brighter colors and more patterns because they're just so neat to look at. And the eggs are completely hard-boiled now, so they're totally safe to eat. Send pictures of your completed tie-dye eggs to mrosendahl@aberdeennews.com and I'll feature them in my next episode, which is one that you won't want to miss. I'll be sitting down with the ladies from Our Savior Lutheran Church right here in Aberdeen as they give me step-by-step instructions on how to crochet plastic bags into sleeping mats. We featured this group a year ago in a video on aberdeennews.com, and it has since gone viral. So we are going to give you the step-by-step instructions on exactly how this is done. Be sure to follow my Crafting Coach board on Pinterest. You can find me under Megan Rosendahl, and also be sure to follow the Aberdeen American News online and on Facebook, where all the Crafting Coach projects are ready and available for you. Just hit the 605 Life tab on the homepage and scroll down to the Crafting Coach. You can also email me any project ideas, tips, tricks, suggestions to mrosendahl@aberdeennews.com, and I would love to accept them. We'll see all of you here in 1 week. Bye!